In 1990, CCT was founded by a group of parents who have a son or daughter with a disability and a volunteer attorney. Their vision was to establish a nonprofit organization that would administer pooled special needs trusts.
When I speak with our families about Commonwealth Community Trust, I like for them to think of it as a triangle. This is because there are three entities that work together. The first is us, Commonwealth Community Trust. We're what's called the trust administrator. This means that we do the day-to-day legwork of the trust, such as reviewing disbursements or speaking to our families. The second point on our triangle is Capital First Trust Company. They are our trustee. They also have immense experience working with the disability community. Though they may not be speaking to our clients day to day, they provide immense support to CCT. The final point on our triangle is TrueLink Financial. They're our investment manager. Not only do they invest our funds, but they also provide key features that enhance the experience for our clients. For example, they have a mobile app, a 24/7 portal that you can access online, and they also offer our debit card option.
Under the CCT third-party pooled special needs trust, each beneficiary has their own sub-account. The account holding the money for that beneficiary is called their sub-account. And that sub-account can be funded by anyone other than the beneficiary. So by their family, their loved ones, their friends, a generous stranger, anyone can fund this money so long as the money does not come from the beneficiary themselves. And the beneficiary can be anyone with a disability. By funding a sub-account with CCT, the funds can be used for the benefit of the beneficiary while still providing protection. Their benefits, like Medicaid and SSI, also called Supplemental Security Income, will be protected, and the rules regarding distributions will always take into account their benefits. In addition, the funds and distributions will be overseen by professional fiduciaries to ensure that the funds really are used for the beneficiary.
CCT makes the process of setting up a sub-account easy and seamless. We have a process of joining checklists on the website, along with our joinder agreement, which is the legal document to join. The joinder agreement asks for the grantors to list who will be the advocate or advocates on the account. The advocate is the person or people that will communicate with CCT about the needs of the beneficiary and can be a friend, a spouse or partner, a case manager, family member, or the beneficiary themselves. We also ask on the joinder agreement for the grantors to list the successor beneficiaries, who are the person or organizations who would receive funds if the beneficiary were to pass away with funds in their account. Once the grantor has completed the joinder agreement, they will send it to CCT along with their enrollment fee, and CCT will countersign and notarize setting up the account. We will then send a copy of the joinder agreement to the family and their attorney. We also send the grantor in their packet a grantor vision and information form, which is a chance for the grantor to convey the hobbies and interests of the beneficiary to CCT, or any specific intentions on how they imagine the trust funds to be used, along with a sample letter to friends and family. This sample letter to friends and family is a template that the grantors can use to let any other family members or friends know how to designate funds in the future to this newly set up CCT sub-account. Then CCT will follow up to ask for copies of the estate plan that now names the new CCT sub-account, such as the grantor's will, life insurance policy, etc. Then we will follow up yearly with an annual memo that provides updates about what's going on at CCT and provide the grantors with opportunities to update us about changes to contact information or anything else relevant to CCT. We also check in with the grantors individually every 3 years to see if there's any account updates or share other relevant information about CCT.
At CCT, we want our fees to be accessible and transparent. You can find our fees on our website, in our joinder agreement, and in our general materials. There's no consultation fee to speak with us and learn more about what we do, and there's no hidden fees. In terms of minimum funding, the minimum for the third-party trust is $8,000. This most often occurs when the grantor, the person who set the trust up, passes away and the funding comes via their estate.
Payment requests can be made by the advocate through mail, email, fax, our CCT mobile app, or our online portal. Payments are made to third-party vendors instead of directly to the beneficiary by check or by our preloaded debit card with appropriate documentation. Our processing time is 10 business days, and every request is reviewed by our client services team. CCT takes into account a variety of factors when making disbursement requests. The funds in the trust can be used for a variety of items like clothing, cell phone bills, assistive technology, and much more. Our client services team will look at the benefits that the beneficiary is receiving, such as SSI and Medicaid, and to see if the request is for the benefit of the beneficiary. We will also take into account if we have a grantor vision and information form from the grantor, along with any budgets or objectives forms we have from the advocate.
At CCT, we have 3 investment portfolios. We have conservative growth, and moderate. All clients begin in our middle portfolio, conservative growth, for their first year with us. In the anniversary month of joining every year, our trustee Capital First Trust Company reevaluates to determine if they should stay in conservative growth or move to one of the other portfolios. They do this by considering things such as the beneficiary's age, how much they've been spending, how much is in the account, or if there are future deposits coming.
In the end, a sub-account will be closed in one of 2 cases. Either because during the beneficiary's lifetime, the funds have been fully used for their benefit, in which case it will be spent down to 0, and then a closing letter will be sent to the beneficiary or their advocate. In the second case, if the beneficiary passes away with funds remaining in their sub-account, then after administrative fees, including a closing fee or taxes, are paid for or provided as explained in the joinder agreement, then any funds that are remaining will be sent to the remainder beneficiaries listed by the grantors in the joinder agreement.